Can I have you pull this chair forward? Pull that chair forward. You're shaking the camera. That's okay. Yeah. Earthquake. You are? You are? Extra large triple, please. Coffee. Extra large triple, coffee. Timmy's. Thank you very much. What's good, everybody? Welcome back. We are just about to get underway. They are finishing up their rosters, and we'll get underway. This is the Battle of the Bands B-side final. We have Mike's Boys versus Sharks with frickin' laser beams. And once again, and as always, if you can help me out, share the stream, I would appreciate it. Invite your friends, families, any of the pool groups that you are members of. The more the merrier. I do follow along with all the comments, guys, so if you do have any questions, feel free to ask. I will do my best to answer them. If I don't know the answer, I will find it or make one up. Thanks, John. Appreciate it, buddy. Welcome back. And just before the match gets started, for the roughly 40 people that I have online right now, I'll throw up the draw that we got going on right now. It is for the BK Rush. This is the second one. First one was the wrapless version. This is the one with the sport wrap. Selling 70 tickets, $20 per ticket if you do want one. qsportslive@gmail.com if you're in Canada. Outside of Canada, paypal.me/qsportslive. Once I get your transfer in, I'll throw your name onto a ticket. Take a picture of that, send it back to you. If we happen to not sell out, which I rather doubt we will today, but we will continue that on with the next stream. That'll be on Friday in Red Deer for the Alberta Bar Box Championships. Brad, if you want to put it up on TV, best place to do that is on the YouTube page. I'm not following along with the chat on YouTube. I don't have the second tablet here. But if you are going to run that onto your TV, best place to do that through is through YouTube. I will let him know, Sean. Corey, it was Eldon Van Sant that won the Mickelson. That ticket was drawn by James Blackman. And it was Eldon Van Sant that came out the winner. And welcome back to the stream, Brad. Thanks for tuning in again. Which nation are the Sharks from? I believe they are Cold Lake, but I will find out for you. Give me 1.5 seconds here. What band are you from? Cold Lake, I figured. Indeed, it is Cold Lake. Only a team with the name of Sharks with frickin' laser beams could be from Cold Lake. I love it. Love it. Love that name. Thanks, Sharon. Appreciate that. It was a challenge, most certainly. I couldn't stay and stream all the matches last night. Sleep deprivation finally got the better of me, and had to pack it in at about 8:30 last night. But I did get some good sleep. Robert, skill level is going to vary depending on the player. The reason that this is called the Battle of the Bands, on the 8-ball, 9-ball singles, it is open to anybody. But on the team event, all team members must be from the same band. That is the only stipulation. So it is not stipulated by A, B, or C level players. So it is going to be a mixed bag for skill level. And of course, we do have our 50-50 draw going as well, guys. And if you do want in on the 50-50, same email address, qsportslive@gmail.com if you're in Canada, paypal.me/qsportslive outside of Canada. Those are 1 for 5, 3 for 10, 10 for 20, or 50 for 50. 25% of that pot is going back to support Barry Huey. He is, oh, I must go ref a shot here, guys. I'll be right back. All right. Sorry, guys. Back with you. Angela wasn't part of the restriction for the dress code. Dress code simply stated that you needed a collared shirt, no jeans, and dress shoes. And I'm super impressed that they imposed that dress code. I don't think we need to go quite as stern on dress code as what they do for snooker, but I, for one, support the idea of collared shirts, no jeans. And for those that are just tuning in, if you can help me out share the stream, I would greatly appreciate it. And that shot from James there just horned out. Thanks, Gerard. Appreciate that. And nice shot there. Got the 4-ball now available. Yeah, he's had some trouble with that side pocket. Thanks, Mike. Much appreciated. I think he left himself the wrong angle on this 5-ball. Thanks, Paul. So trying to shape this 4 might be a little bit of a challenge. He's got to get almost straight on that 4-ball. Needs to come below that 9-ball. Take that 4 into the bottom right-hand corner there. Yeah, he could certainly go in off. That is the 10-ball sitting up there. I know it's tough to see on the camera. There you go. Playing it into the very top corner there on the screen. Andy, the BK Rush Rapless was won by Chad Tinney in BC. So we've started the BK Rush that has the sport wrap. And does the 2-for. The 2-for-1 shot. And guys, you'll notice throughout the match here, my scoring won't be 100% accurate, so I'll keep checking in with the teams to update the score. Does get a little bit tough trying to commentate, keep track of all the comments, write out all the tickets, and then ref if somebody needs a ref, as well as keep an accurate score. So on that second BK Rush, guys, same thing, $20 per ticket, 70 tickets being sold. This one that we have going now is with the sport wrap. And if you do want one of those, very simple. If you're in Canada, qsportslive@gmail.com is the email address. Outside of Canada, PayPal's the option. It's paypal.me/qsportslive. And when I get that transfer in, I'll write your name on a ticket, take a picture, and send it back. Once we do sell out of that, Same thing will apply. We'll do that draw live on the stream for you. Probably won't be today, but we will be back on Friday morning. We'll be in Red Deer. That'll be for the Alberta Bar Box Championships. If you are heading to that, host hotel for that event is the Sheraton Hotel in Red Deer. And I'll try to get the link to book those rooms at the discounted rate. I'll see if I can get that up on the Q Sports Live webpage, or sorry, Facebook page. I'll try and get that done hopefully tomorrow. And definitely do have a busy day. We have this match. The next match is going to be the finals. It'll be whoever wins this versus the Saddle Lake Braves. That is scheduled to run at 2 o'clock. If it does happen to run to a double dip situation, that next match will be at 4 o'clock. Hopefully that puts me down round about the 5:30 mark. If it does go to a double dip, it'll be an hour to pack everything up and then head back to Calgary. And only issue with stripes is going to be the 10 ball sitting up at the top left corner there. I'm not sure if it sneaks by the 6. And if he sticks it, he might go for that right now. It really does depend on how much room he's got beside that 6 ball to get it in there. When are you going to come up and visit us, Todd? Then I'll certainly play you. But one of two things got to happen. Either you got to come up here or I got to go down there. And based on the stream schedule that we have coming up, I'm going to be all over the place. Yeah, you might be able to. I'm not sure. It depends on where that 6 is sitting in the pocket. I don't know if it'll squeeze to the right of that 6 or not. But he is going to go for it. There it is. Nice shot. Just a little too far. He does have the back cut on the 14 into the side pocket. It's going to leave him a little tough to shape that 13 and 9 ball. I don't know if he can even see the 13. If he can see the 13, that might be a better shot. When is your next surgery, Todd? Hopefully it goes good for you. Henry, we have talked to one of the organizations in Vegas. They were going to try to get us down there this year. I don't know that it's going to happen this year. So we are making efforts to get down there for next year. I'll show as much as I can. I know that the men's are scheduled on this table. I'm just going to check the bracket for the ladies and see what tables they're playing on. So the ladies finals will be played on 13-14. So unfortunately I won't be able to catch them on the live stream. Might get a little of them. It's table 14 that's sitting up there. I'll try to adjust the camera. Maybe I can zoom out a little bit and catch as much as what I can. I didn't see how he got there on the last shot. I was busy checking on those draw sheets. But either way, he got there. 13's a little tough now. That is a perfect shot. Absolutely perfect shot. So the 8 does go down to the bottom right-hand corner here. So pot that 13 and play last pocket with the 8. Come off that end rail, straight back up the table. I don't know if he can see enough of it on that side. That's what he's looking at now. If not, it'll be a bank out finish. How does he hit it? He did call it. And they're discussing whether he wants the ref, which is myself, to go and watch this shot. They've decided they don't need the ref. That is a good shot. And just while they're racking here, guys, I'll throw up that BK Rush that we have. Now that is what it looks like on the far right-hand side. It is the one with the wrapless version. And as I mentioned, $20 per ticket, selling 70 tickets. If you want your name on one, qsportslive@gmail.com if you're in Canada. Outside of Canada, paypal.me/qsportslive. Once I receive your transfer, I'll throw your name onto a ticket, take a picture of that ticket. I'll send it back to you. Once those are sold, we'll do that draw live on the screen for you. If that doesn't happen today, we'll carry forward with that draw. That'll be done when we go live on Friday. And once again, guys, out of the 80 people that are tuned in right now, where is everybody watching from? Nope, 8 on the break does not count. It will be spotted. Or you can re-rack and break again. That is breaker's choice. and thanks for tuning in, everybody. Certainly appreciate it. As you can tell, I am man on the mic by myself. Nope, I believe they are out now. This is the B-side final. Sitting in the hot seat is Saddle Lake Braves. And out of the 80 some odd people that are watching, is there anybody new? First time watching Q Sports Live? And you'll notice I am talking a little bit quieter. The music isn't quite as loud, room's not quite as full. And I don't want to disturb anybody while they're playing. I have that kind of voice that'll just carry. So I've gotta watch my volume, watch my levels. Hopefully you guys can hear me all right. No repeats this year. And if you are just tuning in, you are watching the Battle of the Bands. We are broadcasting live out of the Sheraton Hotel. We're about 10 minutes out of Cold Lake, Alberta. You very well could, Brad. I've been reffing for, this is my 15th year as a ref. Very nice shot from James there. So he's just got to watch himself here on this one ball. He's got to make sure he gives himself some shape on this on the 5 ball. Really nice. Well done. And I'm not sure if it goes up to the top left there. I don't know if it'll pass that 10 ball. Does look like it does. Just don't push through and scratch in the side. What's going on, Jeff? I'm not sure why it would be blurry on YouTube. Usually YouTube has a much better picture than what Facebook does. Just the upload capacity of YouTube is a little bit better. But it looks like I've got clear picture here, so should have a clear picture on YouTube. Not sure why it would be blurry. Yeah, very well could be, Brad. Now I'm curious. Now I have to check on YouTube. Interesting. I brought YouTube up. Does not look blurry. Maybe try to back out and go back in. But I don't see it as blurry. I just pulled it up on my phone, so it doesn't show blurry to me. And I'll see if I can get a proper score update here. Score? 3-2? He's saying 3. 2-2? There is the updated score, guys. We are all tied up. One more each and we'll be tied again. Oh, what a nice shot. Oh, wow. Wow. That's unfortunate. That was a really nice shot on the pip screen. Really nice shot on the pip screen there. That was a very nice shot. Sherry Lee, we actually do have, excuse me, voice is starting to give out. We do have the ability to do replays. Unfortunately, I didn't set it up. Not quite sure, not that advanced yet as far as running the program. Typically, it's myself and Ryan that are on the stream, but they're back in Calgary. We have our own playoffs going on the same weekend as what this event was, and with Ryan not having any holiday days left me to run the stream by myself, which was, you know, a little bit of a challenge, guys, but I'm up for it. It's been a really good run over the last 4 days. Yeah, Jeff, last match is at 4 o'clock unless it goes to a double dip. If it's a double dip, last match, last match is at 2 o'clock unless it goes to a double dip. If it goes to a double dip, last match is at 4. I don't know what everybody's laughing about. I missed out on what that was all about. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Certainly did my best over the last 4 days. Today is the final day. Voice is starting to give out just a little bit. I'm actually quite surprised. I didn't think I'd have a voice come Sunday. but I do. Yeah, that was awesome to see. Gotta love it when both teams are belly laughing like that. Yeah, I'll be driving back tonight. As soon as this is over, it's going to take me about an hour to tear down all the equipment, put it all away, and then I'll be on the road back to Calgary. So probably tomorrow, Jeff. I've got about a 6.5 hour drive to get home. So as soon as this is done, I'm out. I'll be packing up and heading back. Although if it does it does get hard on the highway to keep my eyes awake, you might get a phone call from me anyway. But I feel good. Got caught up on some sleep last night. Ended the stream a little bit early. I finished, I believe, around 8:30 last night. Got some decent sleep, so don't feel too bad. Yep. I'll be right back, guys. Just gotta go ref a shot. Alright guys, back with you. And guys, if you are just tuning in, the reason there was radio silence there, not only am I commentating, but I'm also reffing as well. So when they need a ref, gotta put the headset down, run over, ref the shot, and then get back to you. And certainly appreciate everybody tuning in. And just out of curiosity, is there anybody that is new, first time watching Q Sports Live? For those that have their volume on, that is. Welcome back, Jordan. Appreciate you tuning in again. Right on, Chuck. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. And Jackie, thanks for tuning in. And for Chuck and anybody else that is new to Q Sports Live, number one, welcome. Appreciate you guys tuning in. If you want to tune in the future, very simple to do. If you go onto our Facebook page, click the like and the follow button. By doing so, every time that we do go live, You'll be notified. You'll have the option to join in the stream, same as what you did today. Those ones will be the same as what happened today. Very point and click easy. Click the stream and you're in. We don't have forms to fill out. And you'll notice on our Facebook page, if you go back down into our archives or in the posts, there are almost 900 different streams from prior events that we have done. Those are also free to watch. Well, Brian, I appreciate the fact that you don't mute me. And Michael, thanks for tuning in from Dayton, Ohio. And typically for the new guys, there will be more than just myself. In fact, this is the first time Q Sports Live has run with only one person. The rest of the Q Sports Live team is back in Calgary. We have our own playoffs going on this weekend. So they're back in Calgary. I'm up doing the stream, running it solo. I was a man of many hats this weekend, so I was doing all the commentating, watching all the comments, doing any of the tickets for anybody that bought in on any of the Q draws or 50-50s that we were doing. And if that wasn't busy enough, when they asked if I would do some reffing, I agreed to that as well. Yeah, Ray, some might call me a jack of all trades and master of none. But I certainly did wear a lot of hats for the last 4 days. Today is the final day. And on the main screen, looks like the Sharks with fricking lasers. They're the ones that are at the table right now. And he's looking good to get out here. Wants to take this 12 ball, do a little bit of a draw off the rail. Wants to go just to the high side of that 11 ball into the side pocket, or he could leave it there. Just wants to make sure he's got angle if he's going to go to the left-hand corner. And I can't tell based on the angle. I'm sitting just off that bottom right-hand corner, so I don't know what his angles are like. I don't know if he can force that angle, come on top of that 8 ball for the 8 into the bottom, or I guess bottom top right. The right-hand side top corner. How's that? If not, he can draw just above where the 1 ball is, put the 8 into the side pocket. Looks like he's going forward. Oh no, it was the force angle. Force angle for the 8 into the right top pocket. Very nice. Well done. Tight match. This is the way a B-side final should be. Should be tight the whole way. And for anybody new that isn't aware of the queue draw that we've got going on, it is for the BK Rush. It is the most sought after queue in North America right now. Selling 70 tickets, $20 per ticket. If you'd like your name on one of those, and you're in Canada, you can email transfer qsportslive@gmail.com. If you're outside of Canada, PayPal's the option, paypal.me/qsportslive. And as soon as I get your transfer in, I will throw your name onto a ticket, take a picture of that ticket, and send it back to you. If we happen to not sell out on that, which I doubt we will today, we will carry it forward into the next stream on Friday. That'll be in Red Deer for the Alberta Bar Box Championships. That stream, guys, will consist of 8-ball, 9-ball, and 10-ball. That will run all day Friday, all day Saturday, all day Sunday. So lots of pool coming up. Following that, we'll either be doing a fundraising event for Barry Huey back in Calgary, or we will be doing the Southern Music year-end playoffs. That'll run for 11 days. Through the week, it'll be in the evenings. Weekends will be Saturday, Sunday, all day. Following that, we head up to, down to North Dakota for the Four Bears Classic. That's happening April 19th to 23rd, I believe it is. And as soon as we get back from that, we're back in Calgary for one day, and we are right into the CCS Championships. That'll be back in Calgary. And Logan, I did get your transfer in, so I will throw your name onto that ticket and I'll get it back to you. And if it sounds like I'm eating chips, guys, I'm really not. That's just what it sounds like when I'm doing tickets. And Logan, that ticket should be back in your Facebook Messenger. And guys, if you do have any questions, feel free to ask. I do follow along with the comments. I am only following on the Facebook feed. I don't have the other tablet to follow along with the YouTube feed. We will try and get that back for when we are going live again on Friday. Oh, that's right, John. I will get back to you with that. It'll probably be on Monday when I get back to you with that, John. Sounds good, Jackie. that transfer is in already. And Jim, I see you tuned in. I don't know if you've got your volume on or not, but welcome back. And Jackie, that ticket will be back in your Facebook Messenger. You'll have to go and accept that. And guys, I'll just check and see if my score is accurate. Okay. For who? For you guys? There is the updated score. Gotta go do a ref shot here. I'll be right back. $20 now. Alright, back with you guys. That is me and my ref posture. So Don, yes, $20 per ticket if you're in Canada, qsportslive@gmail.com. Outside of Canada, PayPal is the way to do it. paypal.me/qsportslive. No restriction on the number of tickets you can buy, guys. Lots of tickets left, John. I don't even think we've hit 15 tickets sold yet. We just started that about 20 minutes or so before I shut down the stream last night. So if it doesn't sell out today, I rather doubt it will sell out today, but you never know. If it doesn't, we'll carry it forward, and we'll carry that forward to the stream on Friday. So that'll start Friday morning. Well, that's no troubles at all, John. May have something to do with the fact, Mike, that Oh, my heavens. Thank you very much. My coffee just arrived, guys. I'm now a very happy man. Why isn't there more pool on TV? May have something to do with the fact that, well, a couple of different reasons, really. Number one, we officially are not recognized as a sport by the IOC. I am looking at starting a petition to petition the IOC to give us that recognition. Don't really care if we get into the Olympics at this point. I simply want our sport to be recognized. That would be part of the reason. The other reason is the following, and it's a matter of what comes first, the cart or the horse. Part of the issue is viewership. We don't have the same viewership as what an NFL team would, or an NHL team, so on and so forth. So those are a couple of the different reasons. What did I say about YouTube? There was somebody that was saying it was blurry. Wasn't sure who mentioned that it was blurry, but I did check. Didn't seem to be blurry when I tuned in. Or it could be the fact, or one of the other things I said about YouTube was I was not following along with the comments on YouTube. I'm only following along on Facebook at this point. The second tablet that we normally have, we didn't have it. PJ had one when he was here, so I utilized that. I stole it from him so that I could follow along, but he went back to Calgary on Friday and took that tablet with him. So I am only following along right now on the Facebook chat. With that being said, it's time for me to have some coffee. Wow. So good. Is Tim Hortons down in the States yet? I don't remember the last time I was down in the States, but anybody down there know if Tim Hortons is down there yet? I gotcha. Beautiful. So now you guys know what my addiction's like then. I have a small Tim Hortons addiction. It's just a little one though. I'm just wondering because if we do end up going down to the States to do some of the streams down there, gotta make sure I come somewhere that has a Tim's. That's the problem, Ray. It is good coffee, and I'm somewhat addicted to it. So it is a fairly tight match here, guys. They're just comparing notes, so I'm going to steal it and see if I can get an updated too. Only problem is, Clinton, well, give me 1 second. I'm just going to check on the score here. Yeah, okay, my score is updated as well. Buy a few cans. The only problem I have with the cans, and I do buy them, we do use it at home, but it's just not the same as getting it in the store. I don't know why. It's just not the same. I'm not sure. I can't click on that link. I don't know whether you guys can, but I can't click on that. I'm sure that was announcing the purchase of. Oh, my mind's gone blank here. But if that's, you know where I'm going. If that was, if that's the link you were putting up there, um, yes, that will definitely aid in that. 100% agree, Mike. I know for some of the guys out there, they don't like to see safety battles on the live stream. I really enjoy safety battles. Yes, perfect. Thanks, John. That is what I was referring to, and absolutely not. I won't delete that. That again supports pool. That's what Q Sports Live is all about. We want to support pool, which is why we showcase some of the matches we do, guys. We're not restrictive on our streams. We're not going to tell people, oh, if you're not a master player or a pro player, you can't come play on our streams. That's not who we are. That's not what we're about. We want to help pool grow, and that's in all levels, all facets. Doesn't matter, male, female, men's, women's. It just doesn't matter. We just want to grow pool. But 100% agreed, John. That will definitely aid pool for sure. I was also actually saw a post from was it Darren Appleton? I can't remember if it was Darren Appleton or Shane Van Boning, one of those two. I think it was Darren Appleton. Was reading one of his posts there last night, and I don't want to say he called out some of the other pro players, but he certainly expressed his opinion on the fact that they need to start supporting pool a little bit more and put their pride away and so on and so forth. Really interesting article or an interesting post from Darren. Hey, Christian, we do. We come out to BC for the CCS. We've been out to Penticton. We were out in Nanaimo. We streamed both of those events earlier this year. But it was a really interesting read from Darren Appleton, and I thought, right on, man. It's good to hear that from one of those top level pros. I think he left himself pretty perfect on that three ball. Just wants to slide over, go on the top side of the other side pocket. And sitting perfect there again. Left himself a really nice angle. Just to be able to naturally pot that one ball, let it float down. He'll have the 8 into the left side pocket. Yeah, we were there in both of those spots for both CCS events. We just got back from Niagara Falls as well for another CCS event. And we do have some pretty big things in the works. I don't want to allude to too much of that right now, but with Q Sports Live, traditionally we are 8 ball, 9 ball, 10 ball. We are in conversations with a couple of different people. I won't get into too many details of it right now, but we're in conversations with a couple of different people for broadcasting snooker. So I have to go run and ref a shot. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I will update the score here, guys. That is the updated score. 5-4 for Sharks with frickin' laser beams. I love saying that name. So getting back to what I was saying before I left to go ref that shot, we may have a little bit of snooker coming up for everybody, but I won't get into too many details about it. Once it comes to fruition, then we will let everybody know. But we have a few things that are in the works. Mark, the first BK Rush, the wrapless one, it is done. It was won. It was Chad Tinney that won out of BC. That being said, we are doing another one. We have the BK Rush with the Sport Wrap going right now. Still lots of tickets left on it. Same as before, 20 tickets, 70 tickets being sold, $20 per ticket, no restrictions. Same email address, qsportslive@gmail.com. If you're in Canada, outside of Canada, paypal.me/qsportslive. %. I'm glad to see that one of those top level guys, and again, am I right, John, where I don't want to say he called people out, but maybe if we put it as kind of more of a call to action, I think is a better way of expressing that. John might be able to help us out there. John, if you can, put the link up to that post from Darren. Much easier for you guys to post that article than for me. Yeah, I agree. He did call out a couple of those guys. Self promotion being the hot button for him. But I think it is. I think his article is on the money. Um, I was actually going to send a note to Darren Appleton. His views somewhat align with what we're trying to do as Q Sports Live. And we do have a couple of pros that tune in from time to time. Those that are longtime followers of us know that John Mora has come on. We've had Shane Van Boning on, Corey Dools come on, Jason Klatt has come on. But I think out of all of them, Darren has, based on that article, his views kind of align with what we're trying to do as Q Sports Live. %, Gerard. We do as well, and again, right? It's why our streams are so open. We don't restrict anybody. If you want to play. We'll put you on the live stream. We're not restricted. Although I mean, yeah, yes, we do. Have pros that do come on and play when we go down in Four Bears and so on and so forth. But we are not restrictive in that way, where we'll only seek after those pro level events. We enjoy doing all of these tournaments and playoffs, showcasing all levels of play. That's what pool's about. I didn't see that actually, John. And Raymond, we've never been down to Alabama. Would love to go. If there are tournaments down there that you'd like Q Sports Live to come and do the streaming for you, you can get a hold of us on the Facebook page, and we'll get back to you. We'll let you know how we can make that happen. And this is the feeling that I kind of get from our followers, especially the longtime followers, the guys that have been around for a while, and even some of the new guys. John Burrows, I believe, started following us, if not in Niagara, not much before that. I might be wrong, John. I'm simply going off of a tired memory, but I know that John did win one of the BK rushes that we had in Niagara Falls. He is patiently waiting for us to get the time to send that out to him. And I kind of get that feeling that with our viewers and kind of how Ryan and I and the rest of the team for Q Sports Live are, we have a very family culture here. And I really enjoy it. I enjoy coming on. I enjoy talking with everybody. I enjoy the conversations, and you can always tell when there's somebody new and is being inappropriate. 9 out of 10 times, I'm not the first one to tell them that. It's the viewers. So I really appreciate it. What I said about my break, yeah, I can tell it was more of a stalker then. What I said about my break and kind of my mentality when I go up to break, the question was posed whether I prefer a heavier break cue or a lighter break cue. I prefer a lighter break cue. And it is because I am that type of player that when I break, I want to break the balls. I'm gonna try and put as much force into it as what I can. However, I do have a little bit of a mental mantra that I go through while I'm breaking, and for me, it's about speed. That's my mental mantra to myself. Is it's not about the power; it's about the speed, which is why I like a lighter break cue. And I try to make my break about the speed. The second that I try to think about power in my break, that's where my form, my stance, and my control kind of get away from me because I'm thinking about power. So I try to take that away from my own brain, stay in control, stay in my stance, and it for me it's a hard control break. And 9 out of 10 times I control the cue ball better that way than if I say I need to put a lot of power into this. I try to take the power equation out. So that was asked yesterday, and that's kind of my mental mantra behind my break. But there are guys out there that do prefer the heavier cues. If you look at a guy like Eric Vargas, been on the stream many times, he does break with a heavy cue because he doesn't put a lot of speed into his break. Right on, Gerard. We appreciate it. And like I say, Ryan and I, we're willing to go just about anywhere. If we can't drive there, we'll hop on a plane and fly down, same as what we did for the Niagara Falls event. And if you do know of anybody that is running tournaments and they want to have it live streamed, as I mentioned, just get a hold of us on our Facebook page. We'll let you know exactly what our requirements are to get down there, and we can make it happen. So anyway, that's that's my mental mantra to myself when I play. Part of that is again, I know I've said it on the stream before. Maybe you guys are getting tired of me saying it, but with that Sure Shot billiard site, just so you guys know, we sought out David Evans to become the dealer or the Canadian dealer for that Sure Shot. I believed in. Excuse me, my voice is starting to go again. I believed in what that product could do. That's why we are the Canadian dealership. It has nothing to do with the fact that we're just looking for ways to make money. As true as that might be, and we do benefit from that, in order for us to kind of make a deal with somebody like that is going to want us to promote their product and so on and so forth, I have to believe in the product. I have to believe that it does work. So with that Sure Shot billiard site, this is why I said from my level of player, from lower level master player right on down to a novice player, that thing should be in everybody's bag. For the $25 that you got to pay in Canadian dollars, or roughly $22 in the States, in my opinion, it's going to do more for your stroke, for your game, than any other piece of equipment out there. You can't go wrong with it. So that's why I push it the way that I do. I use it myself prior to playing in any kind of a bigger tournament or league play or anything like that. And it's funny because the second that you put that thing on your ferrule, you'll find that your concentration level goes way up, because you are concentrating on the stroke, which is the important. It's the fundamentals that are important, and it just makes you concentrate on those fundamentals. The second you start to twist your wrist, you get real-time information fed to your brain about what that feels like to not stroke properly. You then know what it feels like to stroke properly, and your muscle memory can be retrained to do it. So that's why I push it the way that I do. I really do believe in the product. It is very simple in its nature, but that's part of its genius, in my opinion. Yeah, that sounds awesome, Gerard. Sue, welcome from Michigan. Yeah, and that's the key, John, right? I mean, I'm 6 foot. I'm depending on the day, 225 to 230 pounds. So I'm not too far behind you. um, but yeah, it's certainly about the control, and that is the key to it. It's really the key to the entire game, right? If you control the rock, you're obviously going to be more in shape. You're going to make more shots. Your confidence level is going to go up, and once you start to gain that confidence level in your stroke and your ability to control the rock, man, your game's just going to go skyrocket. That's what I found with my game. And you know what? I'll give Russ Whittle. For those who don't know Russ Whittle, he's what some would consider, most would consider, probably one of the best bar box players in Western Canada. I don't know of too many that would argue with that point, but that being said, I credit him with kind of shaping me up mentally. I won't get into the story as to how he did it, but I just appreciate the fact that he did it for me. I kind of hit the wall and peaked out at a certain different level, and it took Russ to come up and say, hey, gave me a talking to kind of get my mental game there. And once you start to kind of get that mental aspect of it down, your game is just going to go through the roof. Well, John, I can't wait till you get it either. So when you do get that cue, I want you to take a picture of yourself with it. Send us that picture so that we can put it up on the Q Sports Live page. And what you'll find with that cue is it does the work for you. I've hit with it, and it hits every bit as good as what they say it does, and it really does do the work for you. So the more you can control the break and control the rock off the break, the better that BK Rush is going to perform. Angela, the first BK Rush was sold out. That was the wrapless version. It was won by Chad Tinney in BC. We do have the second BK Rush up. We were going to wait until we hit Red Deer to get that one going, but I did talk to Ryan yesterday, and we decided that we'll just get her going now. So yes, there are tickets. It is for the second BK Rush. This one has the sport grip. Same cost as the other one, $20 per ticket, 70 tickets being sold. Same email address, qsportslive@gmail.com. Or PayPal, paypal.me/qsportslive. And chances are it's not going to sell out today, but we will carry that forward into the next broadcast, which starts Friday morning. That'll be in Red Deer, and that is for the Alberta Bar Box Championship. So if you are in and around that Red Deer area and looking for a tournament, that will be the tournament you're going to want to go to. I believe this is the 4th year for it, and it does showcase all three, 8-ball, 9-ball, 10-ball. Sounds good, Mark. As soon as that comes in, I'll get you hooked up with those tickets. Now that I've gone on my major detour off of pool, or at least commentating. Yeah, we'll do that, Mark. I believe this one is you. This one was the one that caused me some confusion there on the first day. This one came under MT Ventures, which is yourself, if I'm not mistaken, Mark. Don't ask me why I remember that or how I remember that after putting in the time I have on this, but I do remember. Awesome, John. I appreciate it, brother. Enjoy the wedding. Congratulate your friend for me. Or my condolences. One of the two. Yeah, no doubt, Wayne. Hey, those two were two of the best players around, but polar opposites. Appreciate you tuning in for the weekend here, John. Have a great time, buddy. Very nice. Hey, Mark, did you message the page by chance? There are a ton of Marks on Facebook with the same name. Or maybe I sent it to you already. No, this was the one I think that Ryan sent out. Could you do me a favor, just send a message to the Q Sports Live Facebook page? Oh, maybe that's what you meant by checking there. But I thought I had sent one to you already. No, I don't see you. I'll check the score here, guys. Give me 3.5 seconds. Mark, if you could just send a a message to the Q Sports Live page, that would help me out big time. And let me just check on the score here for you guys. Thank you. All right, there is the updated score. Sharks with frickin' laser beams are on the hill. I love it. I love it. Hey, right on. If I can get Des Barry to agree with me, I'm getting somewhere. Yeah, David, I'm not sure. So I'm talking David Wilson. Not sure what's going on there. I'm following along on a tablet. You should have no problems following along on the computer. Based on that little circle going around that I see on the shot that you sent me, that's got to be a computer thing. So it could be your wireless internet. It could be your, I don't know whether you're going through wireless or you're hardwired. It could be the computer running slow as well. Nine. So sharks with frickin' laser beams are on the hill. Black. Oh, there is the door. Door is wide open, guys. This could be for the match. And sharks with frickin' laser beams are also at the table on the pip screen. That is it, guys. That is for the win. So sharks with frickin' laser beam come up on top. They are victorious. So next match, guys, is I believe at 2 o'clock, happening right away. That'll be the Saddle Lake Braves versus the Sharks with frickin' laser beams. So I am going to shut down the stream. I'm going to restart. For those that have sent in transfers, no worries. I will be right back. We'll get everything sorted out. I'll get tickets sent off. But I will shut down the stream so I can change the stream key. Appreciate everybody tuning in. We should be back here in about 15 minutes from now. Until then, we'll see you then. Thanks again.